Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Cobalt Core. I had a technical glitch in which the run that I recorded with these three characters to unlock the Gemini ship had no mic on. I didn't put it in my playlist. You can find it in my channel if you like, but I'd like to recreate that run with mic. We'll do Artemis, and the way it's going to work is if I die here, we'll just leave it alone and move on to something else. But if I succeed, then that'll be great. Let's go ahead and start the run. So, okay, we can get more hull. We can replace warp prep with a boss artifact, which is fun, but I'm not going to screw around with it here because I'm still not super confident with this team. We'll just take a random common artifact. If it's great, it's great. If it's not great. This is fantastic. Get free evade, I'm always on board for. Now, this particular team doesn't have a lot of attacks, so it's not as useful here as it could be, but hey, it's still fine. So one of the things that was a real breakthrough for me was realizing that I was thinking about Isaac incorrectly. With Isaac, my thinking is, or my original thinking was, oh, drones? Okay, I'm gonna put out drones and they're gonna do things a lot over time. I think with Isaac, to get good, you have to realize that it's okay just to let the drones die, even right away. So basically, by blocking enemy cannon shots, they're kind of acting as a replacement for block and for evasion, which is important because we don't have the block character and we don't have the evasion character here. So it's important to do that. If you don't play with that mindset, then you might end up thinking that this team is a really bad team, which I did for a while. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and reroll to block the shot. We'll do a basic shot, and I'm not going to get rid of the corrupted core here. What I'm going to do is just add a dodge, because dodge is an extremely valuable resource. All right, now here, we'll get out an attack drone. It misses for now, that's fine. We can, well actually, I could basic shot and play parallel shift so the drone also hits, but what I think I'm going to do is play parallel shift and then admin deploy to get rid of the basic block. I don't want that card in the deck. Let's trim things down a bit. All right, here, I could use all my dodge to EMP slug this, which is a bit aggressive. But the next turn for this ship we know is not going to be attacking, so I may have a chance to get some dodge back. I'm going to do it. We got to get the damage on here. And either more damage or heat sink. That card is the only card that gives me fire. Let's keep going for damage. We need to be aggressive and trying to bring this ship down before things get crazy. Let's dodge. Let's get rid of the... Actually, I don't want to get rid of basic shot. The basic shots are actually pretty valuable. Let's get rid of the payroll because the temp shield is basically not going to be enough pretty soon to actually block shots with, so I don't want to see that card again. Okay, here I can either use my evade and EMP slug this or use the attack drone. I think I'm going to use the attack drone. We're going to use up our other drone shift, use the attack drone to block this shot, and we're just going to do this for damage. And again, I'm going to keep the basic... Oh, I don't actually have any more energy. Never mind. I was going to say I was going to keep the basic shot in my deck. And yes, I was, because I didn't have any more energy. So unfortunately, we don't... Oh, we do. We do get the kill here. We do. The drone brings it home before the enemy buffs go off. Okay, one thing I'm looking for here is more damage, because this squad is a bit lacking. We have our basic shots and the EMP slug, and that's actually it. I mean, there's the drones, but it's a bit damage light. Now, this is a really good card eventually. I'm a little bit nervous about taking it now because now it doesn't do anything since none of my cards exhaust except for the corrupted core. But let's say you get, basic dodge upgraded. Then you can bring it back with cloud save, and eventually you can bring back more powerful cards as you collect more exhaust cards over the course of your run. So it's a card I want to have eventually, but it's not great now. Let's take a look at the map. Okay. It's awkward. If we go down this path to get the 2 repair bays, we miss all of the elites, which I think is a bit irresponsible. That means that we're gonna go the other way to get these 2 elites and this repair bay, just 1 repair bay. Yeah, this is too long to wait for me to upgrade basic dodge, and I can't afford to have useless cards in the deck. We're gonna skip. It's honestly not unreasonable to go down this path and get 2 repair yards. The issue is I don't want to pass up 2 artifacts to do that, so illusion of choice here, we'll go up this way and fight this enemy. It's a tough enemy, lots of cannons, so we have to use our resources very, very carefully. Yeah, it's actually a bit of a problem already how I'm gonna deal with this shot coming at me. This is where the Ares would have been a lot better. I could have just moved to the left and I would have been fine. Okay, so if I attack drone and use parallel shift, I can use the parallel shift to block the 3, and that's as good as I'm gonna get, so we're just gonna do it. And we will keep the basic shot in the deck and hit that weak spot. Okay, so now we have 2 coming at us. This, I think, is where I've got to use my dodge. So we're gonna go here. I don't have to. I could EMP slug for the extra damage and to block the armor. It's actually a lot of extra damage. And then payroll to block most of the damage. I think I'm gonna do that. Let's get some damage on. I am taking 1 damage to my hull here, but you know, we gotta take it at some point. And okay, this is where it's a good thing I saved my dodges, because I need both of them now to get out of the way of this 3. We're just gonna put 4 damage on the enemy, and now we unfortunately have to get out of the way and take 2 more hull damage. Okay, luckily this shot's missing now. I think we just do that for 3 damage, and we get the drone out. It might not be useful now, but it might block a shot in the future, like it is right there, which is gigantic. Okay, I could go over and slug this, but I think it makes more sense to just go here because it hits the extra damage. It does mean I take a hull damage since I have procrastinated on ever playing my heat sinks, but you know, we gotta use health as a resource here. In the early game, this ship, this crew does struggle, and it's a little bit unlucky. If we'd begun with an upgrade, for example, if we had gotten to upgrade a card, we could have upgraded the EMP to do 5 damage instead of 3, for example, and then I would not have had to take 4 damage in this fight. Oops, I totally missed the fact that my opponent got armor. I thought I was killing it. Alright, well, luckily we can evade and use a shield to not take damage, and hopefully I can do 2 damage now. Yes. Okay, so we're hurting a bit. Definitely hurting. Hot Compress, weird card. It heals, but it gives you fire, so if you don't use it on the very last turn, you're going to take the damage back. I am going to take Explosive Slug, though. We just need more damage in the deck. And that does mean I have more fire, and I don't have more ways of... Oh, hey, this is a rare one. It's if you can only find this event if you're really repair. A single-use repair kit. The 10th time you're hit while you have scrap armor, gain 2 max hull and heal to full. This only works once, or just heal 4 hull. Let's just heal 4 hull. Yeah, I'll take free healing. That's terrific. I am very lucky about that, so we got to use health as a resource and not suffer any consequences. How delightful. Okay, here we have a really simple turn. Okay, it's actually not simple because I'm getting hit for 2 damage. Yeah. 3 damage, actually. Okay, well, we put out the drone, and... Yes, we'll try to preserve our hull. We'll use our dodge, get hit in the non-weak spot. Okay, now what's going to happen here is our drone is going to shoot. The enemy's going to dodge all the way to the left, and I think it's going to clip our wing. So what I'm going to do here is reroll to block the damage that's coming at us in case the enemy doesn't go... Like, the enemy might just go far enough away that's fine. And then we're not going to shoot it with Explosive Slug because that would make it dodge. So this is the opportunity to just Corrupted Core to get rid of it and play a Heat Sink just to be more out of the way. Which, yeah, we were safe with the Temp Shield, but still. Alright, again, same issue. The enemy's going to dodge left, which means the 4 is already going to miss. So I'm going to take the opportunity here just to build up a dodge. And hell, even get further out of the way because I can. Okay, finally the enemy is not dodging. So this is where we unfortunately have to use an evade. Play the slug for 2 damage. And then I'm going to do that so I can admin deploy and get rid of a basic shot. Now that I have the slug, I don't mind getting rid of my basic shots. Okay, we're going to make it dodge. It's still useful even though it's landing on us because I can now Temp Shield block it. It's not hitting a weak spot. And then here, either a dodge or a drone. I think I want to take the dodge to be safe. We can kill it if the enemy is ever not dodging. In fact, I get to kill it right here with EMP Slug, so it's a good thing I saved the dodge. Alright, so we can make a boulder, get another slug, or do this, which hits the enemy for 1 and makes them move left. It's sort of a weird way of dodging. You can do more damage or make the enemy move more. I'm going to skip that. I'd like to get more core cards. Alright, this is a cool one. We get an extra scaffold in the ship. So it makes the ship wider, but I think overall that helps because you can still keep your cannon trained on the enemy without necessarily getting hit. All right, this is pretty nice because we might be missing sometimes, and it's also working with drones. This is a super, super fun card. The issue is, or artifact, the issue is that right now we don't have any of our like super core stuff. Now, what you can do is, for example, sticky the drone, and then when you upgrade the drone later, it keeps the retain status. So this allows us to like always start with a drone or always start with an EMP slug. I, however, am going to take this because I just don't have like a super amazing card that I want to always keep for the perfect time. Sorry, I was making a wrong commentary. It's not starting with a drone. It's, yeah, so it would actually be dumb to put that on the drone. Retain means that it stays in your hand until you play it, and it doesn't count against your hand size. So it's, again, like a card, the kind of card you want to put on it is a kind of card that you want to save for a special occasion. For example, the card that deals damage, and if you kill the enemy, then you gain extra hull. That's the kind of card that you want retain on so that you can play it at the right time and not have it flying through your deck, wasting your time prematurely. Okay, we've got 3 damage coming at us. It's a little awkward. I think I have to, like, the temptation is obviously to move to the left and shoot for 6 with the EMP slug, but I just can't afford that. I would be taking 3 damage and I can't block it. So what I'm gonna do is I'll attack drone, have the attack drone hit the weak spot. We'll move, so the 2 passes through our scaffold and the 1 hits our shield. Actually, I guess we can save the shield with the EMP slug. All right, I guess that was a pretty good turn. That was fine. All right, we have 2 coming at us. We can re-roll it. I don't think I want re-roll again, so we're just gonna do this. We'll do this for 2 damage, and it's a little tricky. Obviously, we want the dodge, but I don't want to pass the opportunity to lose a fire. So we're gonna risk not having a way to dodge next turn, which is arguably a very stupid thing to do, but luckily we're okay. I think I'll just stay where I am. We'll take 1 hull damage. Let's bring the drone back into view of the enemy. Let's hit for 3 damage. And that's it. I could not have killed the enemy if I'd moved. No, I couldn't reach the brittle spot because I didn't have any dodge. All right, so here we're taking 3. Unfortunately, heat sink. Let me see, do I kill the enemy? 4, 6, we just barely get there. Oh my God. Just barely with the drone getting there. That was a little scary. If the enemy had any more health, we would have been in a lick of trouble there. Okay, I like this card a lot. It's a free card. Any card that costs 0 and you draw, it doesn't actually take up space in your deck. And Serenity means that the next time you would gain any amount of heat, you don't gain heat instead. Instead, you lose a Serenity. So that's perfect because we don't have any way to get heat. This is a really good card. So free Serenity means we don't need to worry about any more heat displacers. This is fine, but I'm gonna grab that because I think that matters more in the long term, and we are gonna fight the other elite. Okay, so we get our free Serenity here. This is terrific. I could move over here and do extra damage. I think it's a little bit foolhardy. We'll just do the damage here, get a dodge, and clear out the fire. Oh my God, the Serenity cleared out the fire. I played my order wrong. I should have actually heat synced and then played Serenity. As it is, I totally wasted the Serenity. All right, the enemy is shooting back, which is a little awkward because it means if I shoot this and counter the intent, it's still gonna shoot back and hit me. So here's where I'm gonna dodge, so it's shooting at my gap, and then we're gonna punch that. I think I am just gonna do 2 more damage. This enemy has a lot of health to chew through, and I gotta get through it. Okay, so here we set out the drone, do this, and I think we'll just get rid of the corrupted core there. I could have gotten rid of the reroll just to get rid of it, but that seems a little bit aggressive. Okay, so I drew this, which caused me to shoot at the enemy and hit it. It has the shoot back thing. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive. We're gonna go back, use all of our dodge to EMP slug this spot, and also do more damage. I'm hoping I can kill it before it, kills me. Okay, that's just buffing this turn. Thank the heavens. No, I was worried about shoot back. All right, this is the kind of card you want to bring back with Cloud Save. It brings out 3 drones, a shielding drone right over your missile bay, and then an attack drone on either side of it. That's fantastic. All right, so gain a boost at the start of your first turn of combat. This is a really strong artifact. Boost adds 1 to the next status you get. However, we don't really have any good statuses. Basically, it can update Serenity by 1. The issue is that if I play a fire card before I get Serenity, then it's going to increase the fire by 1. So all in all, that's not a super great thing for this ship. If you have something like Perry's a really good crew member for boost. She works well with Max because her Escalate and her power drive effects get enhanced, which is crazy. But here, I think I'm just going to take extra damage every 4th turn. All right, we finally get to a repair yard, which, you know, has been a long time coming. There's a lot that I really want. So we want to get the Explosive Slug to do 4 damage instead of 2. We want the EMP Slug to do 5 damage instead of 3. Those are both +2 damage, +1 fire. Heat Sink, we want to have it be bi-directional because we don't have that much movement. Dodge, I'd like it to be free so I can keep getting free dodges every time it comes through my deck. And of course, Battalion, it'd be nice to either get an extra shield drone or just to upgrade the attack drones to do more damage. I want everything. I mean, hell, Serenity. Let's draw 3 cards. Let's get two Serenity. I mean, there's so much stuff I want to get here. It's painful. What I'm going to do is grab the dodge. This is where, you know, a lot of times we're not playing the dodge when we draw it, and we desperately need more evasion, so we're going to take that first. Okay, this is a really good opening draw here. I think what I'm going to do is just play the admin deploy to get rid of the parallel shift. I'm not super concerned about more drone shift, and then we'll just put on damage with the basic shots. Okay, we're taking a damage. We can take it if needed. This is the time we obviously just play Battalion. I mean, if you're not playing Battalion here, what are you doing with your life? And we'll play the free Serenity just to cycle. Okay, I cycled through our damage, which maybe was, you know, a risk I shouldn't have taken, but I think I'm overall fine with more cycling. All right, again, we're just fine. I think I will obviously do the basic dodge. Can I play another attack drone? I'd have to move twice. It's a little bit aggressive. What I'm going to do here is Heat Sink to get into position without using my evade, and we'll just use the rest of our energy to slug this. I was safe from that shot because it was going through my scaffold. Oh, I forgot about this. That was a mistake. I should not have done this. I guess what I'll do is I'll spend a dodge, and we'll move out of the way to have our shield be taken by 1. Okay, here we're again fine. I am blocking myself, which I guess is the problem. Let's get basic block out of the way. Let's play payroll. And it's sad that we're wasting our 4th turn overdrive basic shots. That actually is very unfortunate, but I think that was the best I could do there. Okay, about to lose our other drone. Do I dodge so I can hit this turn? This shield drone is admittedly doing more harm than good. All right, I am gonna payroll here. We're gonna Heat Sink and just pass. I don't want to use my 1 evade to do damage. Let's wait for a better time. Okay, of course, I put myself in a position where the attack drone is blocked by the shield drone. Taking a bunch of damage here. There's no good way to avoid it if I move left. I'm in the way of my drone, and also this 2 pops up. I mean, I could take it. This is 5. I would only take 1 hull damage. Let's get our free dodge. And yeah, let's just do damage. Oh, yikes, that's a lot. All right, well, I think this is where we need to cash out our dodges. So I'm gonna go 2 spaces over to dodge the 2, EMP Slug to cancel that 1, and then I could do this for more damage, but I think we'll be safe and block this damage now that we don't have any shield. Oh boy, the hits keep coming. Okay, so here we get our free dodge. We bemoan the fact that Heat Sink is not bi-directional. We use the dodge to go here. We're going to be taking 2 damage. Oh, I should have played an attack drone first to block a damage. That was a mistake. Well, do what we can. All right. Unfortunately, we're a little bit shy of being able to kill the enemy. So I'm going to have to take 2 more damage. Let's get rid of these basic attacks and the Corrupted Core. Can I get really aggressive with my evasion? 3 isn't enough. I'll still get hit by the 2. Yeah, I'm taking 2 no matter what. So we'll just hope that we can do 3 damage next time to end this nightmare. All right, we can. So that was a lot. If I hadn't found that 4 heal event, I probably would have definitely died there. This is a really cool card. I can't play it at the moment, but it makes it so that all exhaust and single-use cards are free, which means that Battalion is free. So we can, and then it also means that any other exhaust cards we pick up later that are really cool are free. I think I just gotta take it. This is a fun card. It's damage and temp shield equal to the number of cards in your hand, but also all the cards in your hand get exhausted. We'll take this. This is one of the max artifacts I'm not a huge fan of. This is fine. We don't destroy mid-row objects that often. We'll take dirty engines. It does mean that, you know, we got these trashes to deal with. However, one thing to note is that trash is an exhaust card. So having the 4 energy available to play clean exhaust means I can get rid of the trashes and the corrupted core. Well, the corrupted core is always the case, but I can get rid of the trashes for free. Okay, we've got some story here with Max the hacker and our cat leader. All right, we got this person. So I think here we just again bemoan the fact that actually, you know what? There's a move here with 4 energy. Yeah, all right, that's a bit aggressive, but let's heat sink just for the movement. Use our starting evade to get the 3 to go through our scaffold. That way the battalion actually gives us shield and hits the enemy. Oh, and that was Grazer Beam doing a damage, by the way. Okay, so this is where, you know, this is why you need to make sure you can always move. I can't move, which means I am embarrassingly getting hit by this 3 and there's nothing I can do about it. Parallel shift, unfortunately, doesn't quite let me put a drone in front of this 3. So we'll get rid of the corrupted core, and otherwise we pass the turn. At least I had enough shield to actually block that shot. Okay, so here, yeah, it's awkward with this shield drone. I will draw a card. If I had gotten a basic attack, I would have actually just destroyed this drone myself so I could EMP slug the 4. As it is, we'll just play the dodge, trash, and wow, we're really not using our 4 energy per turn to the fullest, unfortunately. Okay, here I am gonna play the clean exhaust. So it makes all the trash cards from our dirty engines free, and you know, I had the opportunity to, so I figured it was worth it. Okay, so I can get over to that 5, but there's no reason. Hold on, I'm just gonna slug this, and we'll just do a basic shot before we move, and we'll heat sink. So the 5 goes through our scaffold, and we don't need to walk over here to stun it. Okay, notice the free trash. All right, now we can move over, slug, and let's get rid of this parallel shift. So hopefully you can do just 2 damage and win. Yes. All right, this is a card that moves you depending on your heat, and it also gives you heat. I'm not a super big fan of it because it doesn't really work with Serenity. This is a card where you can shoot for free, but every time you play it, you discard 2 random cards. This card is not discarded when played. I don't know if it can discard itself. That's the thing I'm not sure about, because I do sometimes have a bunch of energy left over, so I play everything. Escape Artist, I think, is the card I'm going to take, though. What it does is it makes it so that for a turn, when you play the edge card of your hand, you move 2 spaces in that direction, and that can give us a way to move when we don't draw our dodge. Right, this is, again, a really annoying situation with the repair base. Oh my god. So if I get both elites, I only get 1 repair bay. So that sucks, because in the previous world, we also only got 1 repair bay. I think what I'm going to do, tragic as it is I'm going to skip the elites this round, and we're just going to grab the repair bays. I need to upgrade my damn cards, and I just don't think I can wait any more for it. We're going to grab the explosive slug to do 4 damage instead of 2, and give 2 extra heat. Serenity counters all the heat you gain, though, so if I have one of my free Serenities or the Serenity from the card, then I don't gain heat from playing that card, even though it's 2. All right, well, we're not hitting, and we're also not being hit. Can I do this? Not exactly, because, well, unless I reroll, I suppose. Maybe if I reroll so the corrupted core is on the end. Okay, we'll try it. All right, I might end up discarding the corrupted core because this does discard a card. Okay, well that was a whole lot of stuff that happened. I guess we're gonna heat sink and explosive slug for 4 damage. I forgot that it draws a card and re-rolls your hand, so it was all messed up. Okay, we lost 2 energy here. All right, we're gonna use the attack drone just to destroy this attack drone, or the missile. And do I take a whole? Fine, I'll use my last evade and we'll get rid of this trash. Okay, 2 more damage coming at me. I could play Clean Exhaust and Battalion will be free. I will then take 1 hull damage. But oh no, because I get a shield. Yeah, it'll be fine. So Clean Exhaust, Battalion becomes free, missile misses, I get a shield from the shield drone, and then that armor blocks all the damage from this one. Alrighty, we get our free basic dodge, which we use to, well, I'm getting hit for 2, 4. If I move over, I get hit for 1 less. And I block 1 of it with the shield. All right, that's gonna have to do. Really hate these oxygen leaks, gotta say. All right, well, again, I'm taking 1 net damage. I think we gotta not do that. I'm gonna use my last dodge to block the damage. Gain a shield. Oh, we got a homing missile now. Oh boy, this is a tough enemy. Okay, well, let's see. If we just play everything, what's the armor situation? We just, yeah, we're fine. We get to have no armor left over. Oh no, 1 because the shield drone. Okay, the shield drone finally went out blocking a missile. Rip, shield drone, you were appreciated. And now we can go pop, 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 and pop. All right, so a missile and 2 damage, but it is 2 energy. Can't update the energy. I can make it exhaust, which could make it free. It's actually pretty tempting. I think I'll do that. I could always use some more damage. All right, getting hit for 2. I guess we can deal with it. We'll do the EMP slug. And I don't think I want to move around. I think that would be weird, so I'm not going to play this. We'll just get our free dodge and all the armor that we can. All right, here I think we grab the exhaust, make the battalion free, the shield drone bumps into the missile, and the other missile goes through our scaffold. Grazer beam does a damage there with that drone. Okay, that's a lot of missiles. Okay, well, I guess so I could either play the attack drone, or I could parallel shift and do a missile. Oh no, because the missile is going to come out of the missile bay and hit this. I'd have to parallel shift and use the drone shift. I'm happy to do that, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that because I don't want this missile hitting me. Now this means I can't do the missile shot, but we'll do the drone. Yeah, the missile shot makes no sense because the missile misses and then I destroy my own drone. So we'll pass here, wasting some energy, unfortunately. All right, well, I could move and shoot at this missile and get hit for 3. Can I kill the enemy? What is this, 13? This is 6 plus 4 is 14. Oh, okay, right? Yes, let's just not dick around then. I miscount, oh no, it's fine. My drone's gonna finish it. I don't know how I miscounted that. 6 plus 4 is 10. What am I doing? I did 6 plus 4 and got 13. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, I think I'm going to grab the hot compress. I want this healing. I am damaged, and I think that'll justify the spot in the deck. Shuffle the ship parts. I actually like this because if I get some separation from the missile bay and the cannon, that can be helpful. And we also get a max hull for it, which counts as a healing. Okay, so we got the cannon on the end and the missile bay on the other end. Well, that's a problem. Sometimes having missile bay, or so the cannon on the end means you can't hit the enemy very easily, so it's a little scary. Okay, we're not likely to get up to 3 heat with our free Serenity, so we'll just make the missile bay take 1 less damage. Cool. And now we struggle to figure out what the heckity heck we're gonna upgrade. I mean, I'm honestly tempted to remove cards too, but there's just so many things that we want here. This is tempting to reduce the fire, but actually I kind of would rather it just to be free, because again, if I can trigger it when I have Serenity, then I just get a free healing and a temp shield. Is that the biggest priority though? That's the question. It would be nice for the battalion drones to do more damage. It would also be nice for the attack drone to have a shield. Since I am getting the battalion out for free a decent chunk of the time though, let's have the battalion do more damage. I didn't want the extra shield drone because the one shield drone that comes out gets in the way as it is. Okay, well, this missile shot is a bit lame because the missile misses. So I suppose we play Serenity. We get the battalion out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, and then I guess we just, yeah, I think I'll just get the hot compress out of the way. Temp shield helps. Fire, countered by Serenity, so is the time to do it. And then it gets it out of the deck. We even get to keep a shield. All right, I think this is the turn for Escape Artist. I want to go all the way to the left. So let's play that, see what the hell happens here. Yeah, this is fine. We shoot, move 2 to the left, and let's get the basic shot out of the way. Oh wait, if I do this, oh my god, is it gonna play itself and then I move and then I play this and then I move? Yeah, let's maybe not dick around with that. Let's basic shot first, and then we'll play the admin deploy to get rid of the parallel shift. No, it seemed like I only moved the... Oh, no. When you only have one card left, you don't move. So that actually did not indicate whether you could move twice from the admin deploy. Okay, I'm curious to see how this ship is going to move. It's just going to hit me with a 2. Okay. All right, well, let's get our free dodge. It is a shame not to get the damage in while we can. So I will use my dodge a bit aggressively. Let's heat sink over here. And actually, I could give up an attack drone instead of using a dodge, but I have another dodge left over, so we will use our scaffold. We're gonna pop that to cancel a missile and just do 4 damage. Now we're at 2 heat, which is a bit scary, but I don't mind losing some hull, especially since I have healing now. Okay, now nothing is happening. Perfect time to play Clean Exhaust. Get rid of our core and our trash for free. And these drones doing 2 damage a turn, that really helps. In fact, we can actually do this and the enemy dies before we burn to death. Well, not to death, burn for a tad. This is a fun card. You can counter everything the enemy is doing, but then the enemy gets power drive, so for the rest of the combat, they do 1 more damage with all their cannons. It's, you know, it's a thing. This is actually a really fun card too. If you can get it in the same turn as Battalion, you can get an extra Battalion, or just an extra one of these nice attack cards. I'm tempted by this as a get out of dodge card that sometimes sits in my hand dead, and you can also upgrade it to be free. Let's do it. Now, is that what I want to upgrade right now? To be free? I mean, it might be free anyway from Clean Exhaust. I could upgrade the effects to give me a card and energy, but no, I think it's actually fine the way it is. Let's, man, you know what? Let's take a moment to remove one of these basic shots, or a basic block. I guess we'll get rid of the basic block. All right, we're up against the boss. Do I play the battalion here? I'm currently taking 3. Oh wait, sorry. It would be free, and yeah, I just got a way to do it. If you don't do that on this turn, then I mean, what are you doing with your life? So we can move. That will then cause both attack drones to die. If I block this 2, I'm taking 3 damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I would rather have the attack drone, or 1 attack drone left over, than to have the shield drone left over. And yes, I did lose some hull there, but I'm hoping that was a worthy trade-off. Okay, we can actually heal for free here. Counter the 3 fire. Do I want to escape artist? I could move. I mean, it's hard to say because everything gets shuffled after you play it. Right now, I'm set to take 1 net damage, which, you know, is sad. I'd rather not. Okay, we're gonna try it. I lost, unfortunately, my damaging shot, but this does mean I get to move like this. I can't play this right now because then I'd move back to taking the 2 damage. So we're just gonna pass there. We got a bunch of missiles coming at us here, so it's a little scary. All right, well, Enrage doesn't do a whole lot here because the missiles are still coming. I can put out an attack drone. Oh my god, this is actually a really rough situation with the 2 missiles and the 2 cannons all being right here. The Enrage doesn't really do that much. It really only saves me from 2 damage. Okay, let's get our free dodge. And I guess I'm just gonna move twice. We can send out the attack drone to counter a missile, and then we'll do it like this. So I do take a hull damage. My drone over here is still popping away for 3 damage apiece at that weak spot, which is nice. Okay, that drone's about to die. Let's get our free Serenity. All right, we can this time use Temp Shield to block the 2. I'm gonna put out an attack drone, and I'm gonna save it because this missile bay is armored. In fact, I'm gonna use the drone shift to block that missile and do extra damage. Okay, we're almost through the armor. Alrighty. Another slightly rough. No, this actually works out. We can, well, we can do a bunch of things. It's this missile that is the most concerning. I think I'm gonna take the dodge, use it right away, and we have 4. So I could do the missile shot. The missile will land before it gets blown up by the cannon, and I can actually get it out for free. Yeah, I often don't play it. Let's actually do that right now. Not for free, sorry, for 1 instead of for 2, which lets me play both of my other cards. And now I can, well, the slug doesn't actually do anything, except it just puts on a ton of damage. Okay, I'm holding my breath here. All right, we only got 2 coming at us. Fantastic. I can't heat sink, so we'll just do a damage there to counter that missile. And, okay, I guess this actually does sort of suck because I am taking 2. If I had upgraded my heat sink, I could have dodged it. All right, this is the time to Enrage. It's a little bit risky because now everything else is going to hurt more. But, I think I had to do it there to stop, 3 hull damage coming at me. All right, so this is a lot of hull damage. However, we can EMP slug the 3, basic dodge, move to dodge everything, counter the temp shield, and oh, the enemy's dead. Okay, cool. Well, that's amazing. So we survived. We actually get up to full health, which is incredible, and here we are. So Energy Drone is a fun card. I already have 4 energy. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to grab the total cash wipe for some extra damage and see what we can do with it. All right, we got some really great stuff here. Okay, not this. This is terrible. But we can make our cannon weak in exchange for extra energy, so we have 5 energy per turn. But I'm actually going to grab the Warp Mastery. Getting an extra 2 evade and 2 shield is incredible because we've seen what a limited resource evade is and how often we take damage. So getting 2 extra free health per combat is just insane, plus all the extra damage we dodge from the evades. Alrighty, let's get the payroll out of the deck. Let's get an attack drone out. Let's move it closer to not being irrelevant. I could even drone shift again to do 1 damage with Grazer Beam, but I think that's a bit aggressive. We'll just leave it the way it is. Okay, so here we have a pretty easy turn. We can just cancel that and free dodge. And okay, I guess it's never that easy. I could heat sink to get rid of the fire, but then I have to also use a dodge to not take damage, and then I'm also not accomplishing anything. No, let's do 2 damage. The missile misses. But what's the point of having armor if you don't use it? Okay. Got our battalion here. I will take a net 2 hull damage if I just sit tight. So if I want to move out of the way... Yeah, okay, let's just move out of the way. I was thinking I could alternatively enrage, but let's just move out of the way. Drone shift to keep that drone alive. We pop out a battalion. Ah, I messed up. I should have done a basic shot before I moved out of the way. I missed a damage there. All right, this is actually terrific because we get temp shield enough to block it. Let's see. I can do this. It doesn't... Well, do I want to do this? Because that means that whatever card I draw ends up getting exhausted. In fact, maybe I don't even want to do this, actually. Let's see what I draw. Because I could just do 6 damage. I have Serenity. And we have a shield drone, so I'm not actually getting hurt. On the other hand, why not do this and exhaust the trashes? Right. And then the basic shot. I'll exhaust the basic shot, sure. Okay, yeah, that was the correct thing to do. I have not played with that card. I've only looked at it. I've not played with it, so it's a bit of a learning process. All right, we've got a couple of 4s coming at us here. I think this is the time for the clean exhaust, free dodge. And yes, I will enrage to save a hull. I'm gonna gamble that the shield is gonna be more useful later. All right, we can missile to destroy the shield. That seems a bit silly. Unless, of course, I parallel shift. Let's do this. Let's see if we can escape artist our way out of these 5s. We want to go to the left. Do I want to blow up my drone? No. So we'll do this. We'll missile shot and move 2 spaces left. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now, I don't want to move 2 spaces back to the right, so the basic shot is wasted. But that's fine. We still have a bunch of evades. I mean, I could have just moved over and shot it with an EMP cannon to counter it. That may have even been the correct play. All right. Well, here, I suppose we'll just, again, bemoan the fact that heatsink is not bidirectional. And let's move these drones closer. So we can get that grazer beam value. All right. Now, do you just die here? You must, right? Yeah, 6 damage is a lot of damage. I got that 4th turn overdrive there. Okay, this is a fun card, but I have the Warp Mastery, so I don't think I need the evade as much. This is sort of free. You draw a card to replace it, and a lot of times I actually benefit from everything shifting to the right, so I'll take it. Now, in this one, to get 3 repair bays, we have to fight an elite. I can dodge the elites by getting only 2 repair bays, but I think I can handle an elite battle, and I do want that extra repair bay. I mean, there's just so much that we want to upgrade. Let's get heatsink upgraded, for the love of God. I need that to be bidirectional. It keeps coming up. Oh, this is a tough one. So we have to jettison a card, but we don't get to choose what card we trash. It's a choice of 3, so it might be something really bad. You know what? I mean, I could just get rid of this, and it's like I lost nothing. I'm obviously not getting rid of clean exhaust. Or I can get rid of this. I can be like, well, I mean, we're at full health. We're doing fine now. Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's okay. I would have rather gotten rid of a basic attack, but it seems like you don't get offered basic attack very often in those events. I think there's some sort of logic to it. Okay, let's get rid of basic shot. It's becoming increasingly less useful. All right, this is the thing that wakes up after a while. So what I'm gonna do is take an opportunity to prep. Let's get our dodge, just get rid of our core, draw a card. Do I get anything from passing the turn? Maybe. Let's play that thing. We don't want to enrage or play an attack drone, so I'm just gonna pass. I don't want to wake it up. It'll wake up eventually, but I don't want to rush it. Like this time, for example, we got to play the Battalion A. Let's Serenity. We might get clean thingy. We didn't. All right, so we're gonna it's annoying. I want to admin deploy the Battalion, but when I play reroll, it rerolls the hand. And of course, the Battalion is not any longer the leftmost card. Nevertheless, we're gonna send it out and pass the turn. So now we were gonna wake it up. You can, by the way, kill it. If you do all that hull damage, you actually do get a free kill for free, which is kind of nifty. Okay, easy turn here. We're just gonna... No, it's not an easy turn because I don't have the energy to play the EMP slug. Right. Okay, so we have to use 2 of our 4 starting evades to get out of there. All right, I cannot counter that 5, but here's where Solar Breeze is handy. It just moves everything over for free, so it blocks the 5. How lovely. I can actually play everything if I'm willing to exhaust the EMP slug. Am I willing to do that? No, because that would also mean I have to play the heat sink first to move, and then admin deploy the EMP slug last. Yeah, we're just gonna play it. And yeah, I still have Serenity, so we'll just pile on the damage. Oh, and let's exhaust the basic shot. I want to get rid of it. Oh, I thought I clicked end turn, and I thought the game crashed. Okay, we actually are fine here. We just need... Okay, we don't actually have 2 damage, but I guess this is where Enrage is really great. We can just play out our hand, and then let the drone, I guess, finish the job. Alright, we do 3 damage, but we lose max shield, which I'm totally fine with. However, I think I already have enough damage, so we'll just skip these rewards. Alright, turn things around, or a random part is brittle. Let's try the ricochet paddle. I'd normally take the brittle thing, but... Ah, now we have this again. Okay, so... With the sticky note, it would be good to get... What? Enrage? So after I draw it, I just can keep it for the right time. Total cash wipe, so I can keep that for the right time. Even something like Battalion, so I can keep it till I get clean exhaust. Though oftentimes if I draw it beforehand, I'll just play it. And then there's this extra energy every 3rd turn. All right, we already have extra energy every turn thanks to our dirty engines. I'm gonna take the sticky note and we're gonna save it for the enrage so it's in the hand, ready to be used for the desperate time that we need help with. Okay, Solar Flare is a little bit scary because we're gonna probably take some fire damage here. But, you know, what can we do? Oh, this is rough. Attack drone Mark II with shields? Jesus heckin' Christ. Okay, well, I guess I will shoot it twice. And then... What? I can lose a shield, or I can just spend an evade. Yeah, let's spend an evade to dodge it completely. Oh, it's a homing missile. God darn it. Well, at least it's hitting my armored missile bay. Oh, it sucks that this actually is retained on the left side. It makes the admin deploy useless. Interesting. Okay. Let's get out a drone. Let's play the escape artist, see what happens. Okay. Oh, now this got shuffled. Interesting. If I play this, I'm going to move back, which I don't want to do. Okay, so actually I ended up not getting rid of my free trash because I needed to keep dodging that drone. Okay, now I'm out of position for everything. Oh, good lord. All right, the battalion. Not exactly in the right place. Oh no, this is an enemy thing. Okay. If I parallel shift, then the battalion would destroy my own drone. I could heat sink first and then battalion. Oh yeah, that's got to be the move, right? Yeah, we're gonna move over, then battalion. Oh, I see. So mine blows up and his just loses the shield. Got it. Okay. God, this is awkward. You know what? I could just play this, but then I end up getting a fire. No, let's, actually, I don't want to exhaust my hand either. I don't want to lose the enrage. All right, we're just going to pass. My drones did some work. I didn't actually take any hull damage. All right, we're still going to be taking 2 damage from this thing. I could destroy my own shield drone. Well, I guess Solar Breeze is interesting. It puts this drone up on top of my weak spot and this drone on top of my cannon. And I actually can't shoot. I don't have any attack cards. Okay, so we'll take a free dodge. I don't want to destroy my shield. I mean, I could move over and just use this to blow up the enemy, but that's sort of pointless. Do I do this to draw a card? Yeah, let's draw a card. Okay, it was trash. Now I'm taking 4 damage. Okay, so let's get out an attack drone, I guess, and restore the status quo. Yikes, 2 homing missiles. Alrighty, well, I can destroy my own shield. It would have been really helpful if I could have, like, hit this with a missile and then hit that with my missile shot. As it is, I don't have the ability to do that. Things are just kind of off by 1. Okay, I'm getting hit for 6, 7. Granted, we can do this. Oh, that flip. Oh my god, I forgot I have the ricochet paddle. Oh my god, I forgot I had the ricochet paddle. Okay, this is weird. I guess because it was shielded? This thing is hitting me in my weak spot. Oh god, this turn is a real clusterfuck. All right, we're just gonna ricochet paddle that, and I don't know what the hell's happening here, but we're just going for it. Okay, took some damage, dealt some damage. Hold on. Oh, it's a missile, so it doesn't affect drones. It only affects missiles. I see. Okay. Fine. We now are in position to hit both of these drones with a missile shot, so we'll take off the shield. Actually, the order didn't really matter there. And do we do this to have the temp shield to block this drone? If I play the shot for 6 sweet damage, I can't play the reroll. But this is free. Oh, so I can have my cake and eat it. We can do this, and then we can also total cash for the temp shield. Okay, took a fire damage. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of my hot compress. Okay. Oh, it moves out of the way. I can still hit it with a grazer beam. And I can also dodge everything with a heat sink. Do I want to go over here and just hit it with an EMP slug? I think I should. We gotta get this damage party started. So now what I can do is I can heat sink in the other direction to get rid of the fire, parallel shift to not get hit by that drone, and we clear out our trash. Note that with Grazer Beam, it does 1 damage if you miss, not the full damage of the card. Ouch, we didn't draw any damage. Oh, no. Do I have enough drone shift? No, because it's coming all the way ass out of here. God darn it. This sucks. I'm gonna take 4 damage and there's not really much I can do about it. I mean, if I fly over here, I still don't have any... I can't get my missile bay to have the drone come out over these stupid homing missiles. Oh, crap. Okay, well, let's get rid of some fire. Let's put out an attack drone. And I guess we'll do this to Grazer Beam. Do 1 damage. Not quite killing it before I take 4 damage. Okay, 3 net damage, but still. And then it burns to death. Okay, that was a little sad. I wish I had my hot compress for sure. Let's grab our ridiculous maximum card draw card. Oh, what is this? Duplicate a card in your deck. Yeah. I mean, safe bet here. This just replaces itself, so it's not a problem. More aggressively, we could take this so that we can get that battalion out twice for free with the clean slate. Here, I'm going to take a very conservative line. We are going to heal. So we go into the boss fight with 6 more health, and I'm going to gamble that any upgrade or card deletion I could have gotten wouldn't have been enough to save me 6 health. Alrighty, well, let's see what's going on here. We got our clean exhaust and battalion, so let's definitely just do that. Let's draw cards for free. Do I want to move the battalion after I launch it? Well, more to the point, what the hell am I doing about this 5 damage, right? I mean, we have a lot of dodge. Let's do this, and let's put out a battalion. Oh, this is awkward because I'm actually taking 2 here and 2 here, so I'm already going to take a damage. If I Solar Breeze... Oh, no, I have armor coming in. Never mind. I don't want to Solar Breeze. I don't want to lose my shield drone for no reason. Okay. So, we're going to run out of evades really quickly if we move 2 every turn. But I think I kind of have to, because this 4 is a major problem. Yeah, we're going to just use our dodges and slug this thing. Now, these are not super useful cards, so I am just going to go ahead and exhaust them. For the temp shield, I need to block all this damage. I could parallel shift first, though, to save my attack drone. I should do that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then we do this for just a little bit of temp shield. Enough to block all the damage coming at us, and we lose some useless cards. Actually, the hand wipe I'm finding more useful just for getting rid of a bunch of cards than for the damage. All right, we got our Enrage. We're not taking any damage here, though we're losing the drone. I'm gonna just get rid of these trashes and then draw a bunch of cards. Hey, there's our battalion. Yep. Let's get out a free battalion. And missile shot, I should have played first. That was a mistake that I didn't play that. I will, I guess, do that for some damage. This does nothing because I'm not getting hit by anything. Crud. I don't have anything to do. I could just draw more cards and have no cards next turn. Yeah, we'll just pass here. Okay, this spot opens up again, but luckily it's right over top of me. Unluckily, I don't have any way to hit it. All right, well, let's see if I draw a damage card. Or sorry, damage wasn't gonna work, because it's, what am I talking about, damage card? Well, the damage card is useful because I can do this and stun that spot. And I can actually save my drones with a parallel shift. Issue is then I get hit for 2. Yeah, I think I'll take a gamble. Let's keep the shield drone around. I take an extra damage now in exchange for keeping the shield drone around for the future. And a good thing I did. Look at that shield drone being boss. Okay, I will... Oh, man, I'm tempted to move so I can EMP slug this spot, but the problem is then I have no dodge. What's coming up? I do have a dodge in here. I have Escape Artist. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let's get the damage on while we can. I don't want a Solar Breeze, though, because that would cause the drone to move out of the way. We can, however, get rid of our trashes. Okay, we're making some progress. Okay, certainly that's a thing. If I parallel shift, this drone saves itself because that is a concussable part. So the question is, do I want to parallel shift before or after I put out this drone? I guess I don't want to... Well, I'm going to lose this drone no matter what. If I parallel shift afterwards, it still goes over the 1. Right. But what am I doing about this 4? Well, what I'm doing is I got to use my dodge to evade it. Uh-huh. So then I can actually put a drone out here. And yes, that means we want to parallel shift first. So first we parallel shift, then we move, then we put out a drone, and then we play the reroll to not take damage here. Oh, nice Grazer Beam value there. Ooh, this missile's gonna be a problem. Okay, well, I could turn it around by using all of my evade. Main issue is this, I actually can't get over here. I don't have enough, well, I can, I got the heat sink. Do I wanna commit to dodging into the 5? What exactly is the plan there? I have 3 energy left, so I can missile shot to turn it around. But then there's this 5 coming at me. As tempting as it is to have it turn around, I then need to have a plan of like, I need to then use my last dodge to evade. It's like the fun thing to do, but I'm guessing it's a dumb thing to do as well. I mean, if I heat sink, just heat sink, the 5 goes into the gap. This 2 will hit my armored spot. This 2 hits that spot. Okay, that definitely sucks. I can't drone shift my drone in here to concuss this 2, because then that would also move the missile over 1, so it'd be hitting that spot. If I heat sink in the other direction, I could just dodge out of the way of this completely. Then I have what? I've moved 3 spaces, so this 1 is hitting here, and this 2 is hitting there, so that's 4 total damage coming at me. That is fine, because I can actually concuss the 2. Okay, so the right move here is we heat sink. Oh, I see, but I can missile shot before. All right, now let's do it. Turn it around. Then we finish dodging. So we have 2, 4 coming at us, but then we have just enough damage to, or energy to slug B to concuss that 2 from hitting. So we still don't take any hull damage, amazingly. Okay, we're taking 3 damage here. I could drop it down to 1 just by moving. Heh, but I can't move. I have no dodge left. Okay, well, let's get rid of the trash. And let's draw some cards. Still don't have my dodge. Alrighty, well, we could try Escape Artisting our way out of this. This is impossible to calculate. I do have the heat sink. I don't need to dodge. Yeah, I can reduce it down to 1. You know what, let's just Escape Artist, see what happens. It's the fun move. Alrighty, we can travel a long distance. If I do this, I move 2 to the right, then I'm getting hit for 3 still. If I move 2 to the right after that, I'm like off the edge. That might not even be that good of a move. All right, we're doing it. It's fun, so it's happening. Okay, now the 4 is over the gap. I can actually use drone shift to concuss this 1. The problem is then this missile misses. Okay, but I could just leave things the way they are and just accept this 2 damage. So this is 2 plus 1 is 3. I could also do my enrage here. So many choices. So many choices. I'm thinking about my life. I think I'm gonna let this missile miss. We're gonna do this. Saves the drone, does it graze damage, and this way I'm only taking 1 damage, and this drone survives. I think that's a good use of my stuff. Maybe I should have just Solar Breeze and had an energy left over to do 4 damage. That would have actually been the correct play, wouldn't it? Okay, well, we'll pass. Okay, well, that was a turn. I think I'm just gonna do the enrage here and counter the enemy so that I can have a hand of cards to work with. Okay, so this is, you know, predictably a problem now. We have 4 damage coming at us. I don't want a Solar Breeze, unfortunately, because that I want the missile here concussing that 3. I mean, I can always use one of my 4 drone shifts. Yeah, I need to just get some cards. Okay, Heat Sink. Interesting. It doesn't actually help at all in either direction, unfortunately. So let's let's put this back. We're taking 4 damage. I guess I will do this and draw cards to see if we can draw out of it somehow. Get rid of these trashes. All right, you know what? That's good enough. We got a dodge. We're taking no net damage. We're dealing a damage over here with a Grazer Beam, MVP Grazer Beam, and let's just see what happens on the next turn. Okay, well, I think we're just gonna slug the 5. I am taking 4 damage here. I can take 2 damage. Ooh, this is a win. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I'll see you again soon. If you want to stick around for the, you know, post-game stuff, feel free. I don't remember who I've done, who I haven't. Let's go for Max. The game doesn't offer you someone if their memories are all full. And there is a way to actually see what your memories are in the main menu. Because you can, that way you can make sure that one of the 3 people that you're taking with you on a run has memory slots left. It's right here, show memories. So like, you know, if Riggs, Isaac, and Max had all their memories, then you wouldn't want to play with that specific squad because then you'd get no memory after finishing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe. I'll see you again soon.